We are live. This is the NBA Rundown. Tyler, I got to tweet this out because we originally said we're going on at 4 Eastern. I'm doing a show with Simon. So I said, okay, I'll be ready by 4:30. And now we're close to an hour late. Let's tweet it out, get some people in here, and we'll start. Of course, we're going to give you the winning picks. So let's start about talking about what we saw last night, bro. Why did we bet on Damian Lillard?
No, I don't know.
Guy, dude, that guy's washed.
This whole league's washed, Brad.
Game back. What's up?
This whole league's washed.
It's a young man's game, unless we're talking about the Lakers game, which don't start me on how that broke my heart. But boy, I really thought I was really disappointed in our pick, and I felt like we were on the wrong side like 5 minutes in. They pushed it and they got it cut to what, 2?
Yeah.
Towards the end to give us some hope, but just I don't know, man. You can't get stops. How are you going to win in the NBA? And I know it's not like the Pacers have this great defense either. But boy, you know me, I hate, these small market teams getting screwed. But if you're Giannis, why would you stay in Milwaukee? All they've done is downgrade the team. And don't even get me started on the coaching. How are they even in the playoffs? Like, the guy is an idiot.
Yeah, they ruined him. Not ruined him as a player, but ruined keeping him with the decision.
Ruined his opportunities. I thought Denver was bad, but they're even worse.
Denver's following the same path.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who was on Indiana yesterday. Loved that pick. And, even if we would have got the backdoor cover, I would have came on and said, we mislooked that. Now, to be fair, I do think that I don't think they get swept. I think we'll see a great performance from them in game 3. But boy, really disappointed that we did that. And then the leans we left off the sheet. Thunder. To be fair, that wasn't easy either, but it was pretty easy. And the Lakers. I don't know why I left it off the sheet, man.
Because you don't want to type it in.
I was just hoping that maybe they were just washed, right? But they're not. So that one goes back to Minnesota, and even though game 1 was fun, I don't know. I'm kind of losing faith that Minnesota's got the team to do it. What did you see in that game last night, and what did you think about this question from Jonathan Nelson?
I'll be quite honest. I turned it off at halftime. The game was over. And then,
so what did you think of the first half?
I mean, LA was just making all their shots. They worked the ball around. They looked like how they did in the first quarter in game 1, and Minnesota wasn't making every 3. So that was pretty much the outcome. And then LA just took their foot off the gas at the end.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll look ahead to that game 3. I mean, Minnesota's lane 3. Do you think Minnesota bounces back and wins game 3 at home?
I think they could. I was surprised if we come back to LA tied 2-2. They just keep alternating wins.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. I know we want to talk about Thunder Grizzly. I'll just ask you right now. Do you think the Grizzlies at least show some heart at home?
No.
You don't think that place will be rocking and they'll just –
No.
I don't want to hear this shit about fouls, Jonathan Nelson. Bro, my life is already bad enough as it is. Zach LaVine is on my team, Jonathan Nelson. Don't rub it in.
I don't even talk about the fouls anymore because you watch refs miss and mistake calls every game in this league.
You know, it's so funny, though, when you watch the Final Four or just the conference championships, the college refs are even worse. It is a hard sport to officiate, to be fair. So
just one instance that I picked up on, not last night, it was the night before, was the Warriors-Rockets game. Podziemski travels inside the paint. They don't call it. They score on that possession. That's 2 points. Yeah. The next possession, they step out of bounds and don't get called for that and then hit a 3. They were gifted 5 points that shouldn't have went to them because the refs can't see.
Fair enough. All right. You ready to dive into tonight? I mean, I really don't have much to say about the Thunder and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder stink. Or no, Grizzlies stink, Thunder good. It's pretty much the breakdown.
Richie, why do you think the Lakers game was worse than a boys' JV middle school game? Worse in what way? I mean, obviously the outcome was terrible. But what did you not like about it, Richie? And I'll put that comment on the screen. But let's dive into tonight. So do you remember yesterday that I said I want to take Boston once the line gets below 10? It never has.
Yeah, because it was already adjusted to him not playing.
I thought everyone would bet him. So disappointing. So what do you think, man? At 10.5, do we go for it?
What, with the Magic?
No, with the Celtics.
I mean, I think they win. I think the Magic stink. I don't think they can score outside of Paulo in France.
Yeah, and I don't think in the small sample size against this team, losing Tatum hurts that much.
I like this call, too. Just bet the under, even at 196.
Yeah.
Where are the points coming from?
I'm not a big Corey Joseph fan, huh, Tyler?
He sucks. What's his under on his threes?
Probably 0.5.
He was 1.5 last game.
So to me, it's Boston or pass.
He's not even listed this time.
So in the last 2 seasons, the Celtics' margin of victory is actually higher without Tatum. In the 18 games he missed, their average margin of victory was 13.4. And in all the other games, they're plus 9.7. I said we lay it.
They're going to smoke this team.
Yeah, let's lay it. I'm putting that in right now. All right, so we're on the Boston Celtics and under 197, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything more on this game? Do you have props on this game?
I mean, the only props I'd probably look at are Derek White's. Just bet his threes again. That would be it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Prop market probably a little messed up with Tatum. But I think you're getting some value here. Let's take the Celtics minus 10.5. Just to give people some information on this matchup, though, because I know people who watch, they make their own picks. They're not just blind tailing us. Total's gone under for Boston's last 5 games against Orlando. And Orlando's 2-4 against the spread in their last 6 against Boston. So trends also like Boston and the under. The Miami Heat are now up to 12.5. Total's 212.5. Tyler, I talked about this team before, telling you that they're like this hipster team that I like, that like in my head, I think they should be good, but you watch it and they're really not. I don't know. I was originally I was just going to lay it here. I know we're supposed to zigzag and this and that, but I mean, Cleveland's awesome. Miami's average. We don't cap motivation in the playoffs. Later, don't play it, but I'm fine staying away from this game. What do you think?
Cavs in the under.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy.
They just have too much size. Mitchell's going to be the best player on the floor. Unless he's to shoot 60% from free, I don't know how they stay in the game.
Trends go against us here, though. Miami is 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 against Cleveland. The total's gone over in 5 of the last 6 games against Miami. But I'm with you there. I don't know. Do you have props on this one? Maybe some hero looks. I mean, we talked about who's going to score for Orlando. Miami's kind of got a similar situation. Davion Mitchell played well in that last game, but it wasn't enough. Andrew Wiggins is a player that I like, but doesn't seem to be doing a lot here. And, I mean, first of all, Andrew Wiggins, I mean, he's good, but, I'd like him to go against a big forward. That's kind of like what the Cavaliers' weakness is, right? Their small forward position.
Yeah.
So he can still defend Garland and Mitchell. Yeah, I don't hate that either. And, yeah, I guess we like the under here as well as we expect both teams to defend pretty well. 212.5. What did the last game end at?
Let me get the scores pulled up.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
It was right around that
221.
221.
Like yeah, zigzag there. Oh, Ty Jerome props too.
Let's see what his number is. His threes prop is 1.5. And his,
of all the unders, I like this one the least.
His points are 10.5 for Ty Jerome.
I like Ty Jerome over a lot. But for this under, Cavs have scored over 113 in their last 7 games. And they average 122.7 a game at home this season. I know it's different because it's the playoffs, but still.
How are you going to shoot? Both teams damn near shot 50 and 40. Is that happening again?
Good point. Especially for Miami, right? All right. Well, this is my least favorite game of the night. But I think you're right. Favorite and under again. Tyler, I like the dog in this next game. Golden State +4. I know we're zigzagging here, and this is zigzag theory. +4 seems a bit too much. Because first of all, we know it's going to be a low-scoring game, right? Those points were going to be worth more. Warriors are 22-7 since Jimmy Butler joined up. Houston only had 34 points in the first half. I mean, I understand they are going to play better, but we talked about this before. Who's going to score? We need Jalen Green to go off. I think the Warriors have the defensive chops to keep things away from him. Şengün can pull Jokic and go off, and the team's still not going to have enough. They're really going to need someone to step up, and I can't see Udoka giving like Cam Whitmore or Reed Shepherd or one of these microwaves off the bench and he run. I just don't see how the Rockets score enough to keep up with the Warriors. So here would be my concern. The Warriors kind of screw around, right? They already got their one on the road, blah, 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 blah. But being a veteran team, I think they would know, like, we want to finish this fast and rest. I think we're going to get a great effort from the Warriors here. I like the +4. What do you think?
I think they probably win the game. I just think it's going to be the scoring thing that it comes down to. And they can score and Houston can't. So I like Golden State to win. And again, I like the under. If you do Boston, Cleveland, and Golden State and all the unders, it's 15-1.
Yeah, I like it too. Golden State 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 on the road. Golden State 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 against Houston. I mean, Golden State being Houston's nemesis is nothing new. I mean, Houston fans probably hate this team.
Also, Jalen Green seems to be hurt, so I don't know what they do scoring-wise if he's actually banged up. Like, where do they go?
And yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
They're gonna have one game in this
the
series,
number one defense
where all these guys make their shots.
Yeah, and it might be tonight. So we might lose, but I'm on the Warriors +4.
Give me the under for sure. 204.5. This game should be lined in the 190s after what we've seen in game 1.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're going to take the Warriors +4 and under 204.5.
Yep.
All right, guys. Quick show today. Sorry about being late. Why did this switch? They're not letting me bet the under right now. This reminds me of our draft yesterday, huh?
Let's parlay it.
There we go. Now I can. That was funny. I was trying, for those who didn't know, we were doing a draft yesterday, and I was trying to parlay Sanders under and Genty over for the draft. Well, Tyler picked Baker Mayfield for us. So, all right, guys, quick show today.
Just
I do plan on being on time
Sanders
tomorrow.
lined at
8.5.
Wait, you want to know what his number is now?
What?
21.5.
That's so crazy. Like, what do they want? Is that an A shirt?
No, just got an A on it.
No, it looks like my favorite team that sucks. All right, Tyler, we got to get some wins tonight.
Oh, we got it.
All right, we're on Boston in the under, Cleveland in the under, Golden State and the under. There you have it for us, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll try and be back on time. I know these shows are quick, guys, but you're getting the picks. You're getting the picks and you're getting them quick. Can't complain about that. Maybe you hear us bitching a little bit more tomorrow. Like I said, today I got screwed up because I was doing a best ball draft and it ran way, way long. But we'll be here tomorrow. We'll be prepared. We're going to give you all the good information. NukeTheHouse.com is the place to be. If you haven't yet, head on over, become a member, Nuke the House.